We will go to our next guest here on our big program. Thanks for joining us. That was Sweet Randy Love. And we are going to take a little bit of a timeout, get our next guest on the line, and be back with more.
Is back on the network.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the big broadcast. We are live coast to coast. On the border on iHeartRadio today. AMFM247.com. Of course, our good friends at 990 WBOB and our fantastic friends over there at Mix on Tuesdays. And, of course, you can get a hold of us online at JiggyJaguar.com. That's right, JiggyJaguar.com. And for all of our music-oriented type interviews, you can go over to the mic.fun. That's right, the mic.fun. And check it all out over there today. So we are going to go back live to our next guest. They join us here on our big program, and they are very interesting because I will tell you, when I first saw an email that I got, we get emails from people all the time. I've been getting emails from people since, as Brother Ken used to say, since God was a baby. And every once in a while, I respond to everything. I always say, hey, we want to get you on the show. And 90% of the time, they're like, yes, let's do this. And I am so happy that we have got our next guest with us. I don't even know what to say. We're just going to go to the telephones. You Don't Deserve This Beautiful Art is with us. They are amazing. How are you?
Hey, doing great, man. How are you?
You are fantastic. Tell me a little bit about what you do and how you do it.
So my record label is called You Don't Deserve This Beautiful Art.
Yes.
We release a lot of, hip-hop stuff, underground. I'm a musician myself. I go by Darko the Super. But yeah, so we do a lot of experimental stuff. I release, reissues of soul music from the 70s, punk, new wave. I try to do it all, everything I like. So we do cassettes, vinyl, CDs,
Well, that is amazing.
What have you. So.
That is amazing. So how did you get started doing the music thing, as they say?
So I actually started making music in 10th grade. I'm 29 now, so been a while. And, I make all my beats through a program called Mixcraft, sampling old records and things like that. Doing it all. So I'm sort of like the Jackie Moon here, doing the graphic design, the music, the shipping and everything. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you guys have some incredible just visuals. The one that stands out to me is I got an email that says, "I'm not dead yet, I live." And
yeah.
It's got your logo.
Yeah.
And then the first thing I see is, I don't know if it's supposed to be a religious figure, and he has like cattle horns, or if it's a monkey pope, or what the hell this is. We've got it up on screen for our visual and video people that are watching this. What the hell am I looking at? This is fascinating.
That's the album cover for a new album from Torito and Small Professor out here in Philly. That's Torito is bull in Spanish, and he
That's awesome.
His real name's Ferdinand, my friend, and he wears a bull mask on stage. It's sort of his thing, and that's a character that a friend of his drew for the album cover. It's pretty bugged out, and that's
that is
a
amazing.
lot of our stuff is like that.
That is amazing. So, you guys have a little bit of everything going on here. Tell me a little bit about Strangers Back to the Lab. This is another great new album. Tell me a little bit about this and all the stuff that surrounds this.
Oh, thanks so much. That's Mega Ran out in Philly as well here with Amerigo Gazaway. So yeah, that's an album inspired by the latest season of Stranger Things. It's actually a sequel to their first one, also inspired by Stranger Things. So yeah, it's they reached out to me, because they know I'm a cassette guy and releasing cassettes and stuff, and they asked if I wanted to work on that with them. So yeah, and it's a great album. It's honestly, I never seen Stranger Things, and I still like it. So for anyone.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we are going to go to some of the music. We are going to play Darko the Super and Yuri Beats' Go Harry. Tell me a little bit about this.
Oh, sweet.
Tell me about this, man, before we play it here.
That's a song. That's just like a story rap about a just something I came up with one day, one morning. Just it's sort of about like a taxi driver, Travis Bickle type character, sort of how do you say, like anti-government, paranoid, schizophrenic, back from the war, things like that. So I just sort of wrote a story about that, sort of based on like made up stuff, like my fiance's a politician and he's he's gonna find where they work and and do all this stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
I won't
awesome.
spoil the end.
Well, we are going to do this. We are going to place you on a brief hold. We are going to go ahead and play this track, and when we get back, we will have more on our big program.
I used to know a guy named Harry. He carried on about needing an escape. I never did find him scary, but the fun-loving guy kinda lost his way. See, Harry was a friend of mine, hearing voices in his mind, telling him to kill his innocence. He turned deranged and villainous, jumping off the roof into the abyss. Harry joined the army and found his bliss, watching the fire turn green. He don't use jelly, he uses magazines. A scene for the red dots up. Harry never slept at night, causing more delirium. That's when he started hearing them. Thoughts of murder, seeing bombers burn. Harry couldn't wait to take his turn, popping pills to stay awake. The war ended, but he stayed in outer space. Harry didn't care for dinner dates. He saw for himself a different fate. While I was turning 808s to drum breaks, he was building bombs, not seeing straight. Joined a local group at the VFW. Wherever we went, Harry and them knew my fiance was a politician. True to her beliefs, unlike the rest, she wasn't corrupt like Harry. His crew saw the government as a threat. Death weighed heavy on Harry's head, like a crown of thorns on a prince. He agreed to be the one to blow up the spot and pop the Goodyear blimp. Strapped with explosives, ready to send a message, my fiance and her colleagues ran towards the exit. But it was too late. One click of a detonator and he sealed their fates. Now I wander in depression, watching the daily news. One day I'll get my revenge on the rest of Harry's crew.
That is Darko the Super and Yuri Beats' Go Harry. And join us back here on our big broadcast. So, how do people get in touch with you on social media, buy your music, all this stuff? How do we do all this, my friend?
So I sell most of my stuff through Bandcamp. So the label's Bandcamp is our initials, uddtba.bandcamp.com. Has all our merch, everything. My personal Bandcamp is darkothesuper.bandcamp.com, or you could go to darkothesuper.com. That'll have everything as well. A lot of info on me and everything like that. Social media, it's all at Darko the Super, or at You Don't Deserve This Beautiful Art, or at UDDTBA, depending on where you go. But yes.
Fantastic. Well, you are amazing. Thanks for
Thank you
making
so
some time for us today. Thanks for coming on and chatting with us. You just keep up the good work, my friend, because this is amazing stuff. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you, man.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday.
Thanks. You too.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
brother.
I'm
Yes.
gonna email you some new stuff. Okay. I appreciate you.
Hey, I'll
Catch
tell
you
you,
later.
you guys are fantastic. You keep sending me stuff. You keep sending me artists. I would love to interview everybody you're working with.
Wow, that's awesome.
So you let me know when we can make it happen, and let's make it happen, man.
Awesome. You're the best. I really appreciate this.
All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. We'll
All
talk
right,
to
I'll
you
see
soon.
you later.
There he goes. We are going to take a brief time out here on our big program.